Welcome to the weekly Forex forecast for the 7th of April. Look at the markets. They are absolutely incredible. I've never seen anything like this for many, many years, and I've been trading for 35 years. My name is Chris, head coach at thetradingmentors.com. Before I go on to the weekly Forex forecast, I just want to backtrack for last week for VIP members and just go over the results so far for last week. So US yen. We had a beautiful push up into the Fibonacci retracements and into the fibs exactly on the 618 here at 150.23. A complete rejection, and the price went down to target for 243 pips. A beautiful move on the Euro Aussie this is. It came down into the Fibonacci. It went through the 50%. It went through the 618. And had a serious bounce to target. Congratulations using the advanced pro chart. So that was worth 457 pips. Pound Aussie, another fantastic move for VIP members. We had 321 pips previous week. Now this week we've had, 449 pips. And I'll be doing the full analysis on these and telling you where to get back into these positions during the next 15 minutes or so. Euro Canadian, similar situation here, went straight up to target, came back down into the fibs, 50% fib, 618. If you got in the 618, congratulations, a perfect move. We got on the 50%. The price went up to target and banked us a beautiful 276 pips. Euro New Zealand, another fantastic move into the fibs. And using the advanced pro charts, we can see that the price came down, rejected it, and bounced straight off these areas and went up to target 278, 287 pips. We could have had more, couldn't we? What was that worth? 780 if you held on. Pound New Zealand, congratulations. A few trades here. I'll be doing the setups in the next 15 minutes, so don't worry. Nice, 273 pips there, profit, and then on to target 420 pips. So congratulations, members. There's lots going on. The markets are looking fantastic. So let's get on to the markets and see what's going on. Well, I don't need to look at the daily. I've marked all the watch list with greens and reds. So the daily is confirmed as parabolic to the up. Red is for sales. Red is for sales. As you can see, the stock markets are falling. And then the greens and the reds are all parabolic trends. These are fantastic opportunities which we rarely see. So take advantage of this, please. If you don't have the advanced pro charts, you need to get them today because markets are getting ready. If you're not ready, then they won't work for you. So the DXY, what's going on here? We had a massive move on the DXY at 103, 104 down to 101.50 very quickly. And what happens with markets, you might know this, once we see a big move, there's a big bounce. And that's what we expect on Monday. As soon as Monday, it could happen, so be aware of that. And we're actually seeing this clearly on the dollar index as well. But basically it's come up to the previous high, the previous support line here, and this is now the break. And so the price is coming back into the break. It might come deeper into the fibs and up into this area, and that's fine. Because at that point, then we're expecting a much bigger move down to this area, which is 100.50. So very good news for dollar traders because it's getting ready to move down a lot further in the next few days, and lots of buying opportunities in the euro dollar, the pound dollar, etc. Well, I did say that the yen futures was going to break, and it has. So the break has occurred. And we do expect this to go much higher up into 7109, up into the sell zone. So we do expect this price to do this. It could bounce as soon as Monday, or it could move down into this FVG and into the Fibonacci zones where it will bounce off there as well. What this means for traders, this means that if this is the case, and it looks like it's going to be as soon as Monday or Tuesday, then we could be selling off all the yens. Great opportunities coming up. Same situation with the Swiss francs. We rarely see this. As I say, the breakouts have happened, and we do expect the price to come back. They always do. maybe back down to the break, and then move up again into this sell zone. What this means is at this point you'll be looking to sell all the Swiss pairs. It doesn't mean you'll be selling all the Swiss pairs, it just means that we're looking for the best trading opportunities coming up. Congratulations, I didn't mention this, on the S&P 500 we had a lovely move, 254 points. However, we could have had more. Never mind, that is life. We do expect the price to rebound at some stage, so I think what's likely to happen, we're going to see the price fall and then rebound back up to the previous support, which is 5,500, where there is probably going to be another big fall in the markets. So we keep an eye on it, and for VIP members, I'll keep you up to date every day in the VIP room in Telegram. If you're not a VIP member, you know what to do. Just click on the links below in description. Everything's in the description on YouTube. So please do that. Whether you're a Forex trader, oil trader, gold trader, stock trader, it doesn't matter. The advanced pro charts work for you. FTSE 100 did say this was going to break. I did expect this price to move back up. Now, the thing is, the calculations on the fibs might be wrong now because it's moved down to this area. So we'd need to do some recalculations in the next 24 hours or so. But there is going to be a rebound, probably off this area support line here and back up to 84.00 before we see a sharp move down. Aussie 200, congratulations if you traded this as well. 173 points. Could have had a lot more, couldn't we? Could have had a lot more if you'd held on. 560 points, but never mind. Such is life. So we do expect a rebound, and the rebound is likely to occur fairly quickly up into this area here, 77.45, something around this area. We're likely to see another big move south in the next few days. Remember to take notes. If you're not sure of these numbers, just write them down and come back to them. If you have the charts, of course, it's a lot easier. Now, the German DAX didn't come up to the FVG and the previous Fibonacci retracements, but that's life. So we just have to recalculate in the next few days. I suspect we're going to see a pullback back up to resistance lines, something like either here to there, or here to there, or even here to there. So look out for these areas here where the price gets rejected, then you just get in and then you sell. Look out for price cycle. This is really important. Look out for all the sellers coming in, which is indicated here, all in red, or buyers all in green, and then you can actually get into the move on the advanced pro charts. Congratulations on the Dow Jones, 1,804 points. Perfect trade, actually, as it turned out. It came up into the sell zone, into the Fibonacci 50%, into the Fibonacci 618, and then rejected it completely and threw it out of the pram. And we could have had a lot more. Again, 3,780 points. But none mind. So we are expecting a pullback up. It could be a fairly sharp bounce up, but up into 40,000 before it actually starts to make another move south. I'll keep VIP members informed every day, as I usually do. I'm up at 6 a.m. I'm in for about half an hour, and then I'm on the golf course. Just the way it is. What is this? The Nasdaq. The Nasdaq, yes, we expect a bounce. Probably going to fall first thing tomorrow, but then we're going to see a pullback back up into this resistance area here, 19,200, and then another big fall. Look out for that. If you want to know more how to get these charts going for you, then let me know. I can get you going with these charts within a few minutes. What is this? Silver. Yes, silver's broken down to the downside. No pullback yet, but I think there will be. It has hit our target from a pullback, but nonetheless, I think it's still going to occur. I will be doing the calculations again. Actually, let's do them now, shall we? So I think it's done its business. So we can do the fibs to the bottom there, and we can say that the 50% fib is here, and the 618 is there. So that's easy, isn't it? So I think what's going to happen here, now I've got that calculation, I can see quite clearly that the price is going to come up into the previous support now resistance, and then break down again and have that extension down to about $27.50. These are looking brilliant, these charts, by the way, guys. Are complete breakouts, which is fantastic. Once you get the breakouts, just take advantage. I expect oil, West Texas oil this is, to move up into $66 before it starts to move down again. Gold's broken down. Here's a trading idea for you. Down to 3008, stop 2995. Trade at your own risk. And target 3055. That's based upon a rebound. So I think it's probably got a bit more to go before it bounces, and the bounce will be temporary. I think the markets are moving fairly dramatically, so we'll take advantage of these. Okay, on to the euro dollar. I did post this in the VIP room, and the 50% fib, actually it's worked out perfectly. Looking at the price cycle, it's bounced off there and moved down back into the fibs now as we speak. 50% fib. I'm waiting for this price to move down into the 618. Sometimes it doesn't go down as far as the 618, but according to the price cycle here, it looks like we do have some room for it to go down a little bit more. So 108.92, call it 109, can't you? Is going to be very interesting, and you're likely to see a bounce up there up to 11198. The pound USD, did post this. This has been quite aggressive pullback, much more than we thought. However, I think any kind of bounce in the morning, Monday morning, you're likely to see the price go to 134.10. Now, this is unusual to say the least. The Aussie and the New Zealand have fallen. There's obviously been something going on in Aussie which has caused this. Don't know what it is, don't care what it is, but nonetheless, we can see that the price has broken down, and that's exactly what we're looking for. So any kind of pullback up into this area, 62.40, is highly likely to see a fall. So that area is going to be very interesting. We'll keep an eye on it for you if you're a VIP member. Same situation for the Kiwi into it. Highly likely to see a bounce fairly quickly off of this demand area and then fall from the top of 57.50. I'm flying through these guys because there's a lot going on. There's a lot to be expected. US Swiss, I do expect a price bounce based upon the price cycle on the advanced pro chart. So there is going to be a bounce into the sell zone here. It might not come deep into the fibs. It might just come up to this area here, which is the previous break, and then move back down to 83.90. So that could be a very nice move there. US Canadian, I did mention this to the VIP members on Friday. If we look at the price cycle on this, we can see that the price cycle is definitely on its way up and all the buyers are in. So to sell it at this point on the 50% fib and the 618 is probably going to be okay, but you'd have to have a much wider stop. So I've gone for a much higher price level at 143.25, and this gives us a fantastic 2.94 risk to reward. So we are relying on the market to have that bounce, which I do expect, into that area, into the sell zone, and then sell off to 140.27. Congratulations on the US yen. Nice move. Could have had more. Never mind. We're not greedy, are we? And so I do expect the price to come up to the FVG, into the Fibonacci retracements on this move here, and then be rejected at 149.20, where the price hopefully will get rejected and then move down to 143.33. On to the winners for last week, additional winners as well. The Euro Aussie has gone far because the Aussie has collapsed, which is great news for us, makes our charts a lot clearer. So I do expect the price to pull back once we get a big move like this. I mean, this is like 700-800 pips, very unusual. We are going to get a deeper pullback into this buy zone here, where we're likely to get a pullback back up to 181.85. So this area 175.50 is what you're looking for on the advanced pro charts. Similar situation with the pound Aussie, as we can see, nice breakout, some wonderful positions. 321 pips, 449 pips. What can I say? A pullback is highly likely. We can see we've got an outside bar, and the price is going to fall down like this. The buy zone is 207.83, 207.27, 29, and we're likely to see a bounce off that area here back up to 21,500. Euro Canadian, congratulations again, another 276 pips there up to target. I think this is going to come down to, let's get rid of that, let's get rid of that, let's get rid of that. So the price is highly likely to reject this area here and then move back down to this area, or even back into the previous fibs, and then move up back into 157. Aussie Canadian, congratulations, 300 pips there. If you'd held on, you could have got a lot more. Rarely do we see this. Rarely do we see this. So I think in this situation we're going to see a pullback, quite a deep one, back into the FEG at 8,900, and then that get rejected and move down. Euro New Zealand, yeah, nice, 363 pips. Again, a nice pullback here. Let's get rid of that. That's history now. Let's get rid of that. So we're going to see a pullback down to 191.30, something like this area, before the price gets rejected. You can just aim for the previous high, 196.30, which is fine. Similar situation for the pound New Zealand. Hope you're keeping up, guys. I hope you're keeping up. A nice position here, 420 pips, 273 pips. So we are expecting a pull back. How do we know? You can tell by the price cycle. Down to this area here. I've gone for a deeper pullback, which is the 0.79, but it might not come in deep as that, 22603. So keep an eye on that. You might see a bounce off of this area, which is about 22700. So just keep an eye on this area here. It's going to be very interesting to see what happens to the price up to 23130. Aussie New Zealand pulled back up to 109.69 is highly likely. It seems deeper, but it might not. It might just come up to the FEG, up to this area, the break zone. 109.10 is interesting. So it might not come up as deep as this, but it might come up as deep as this. So we'll let you know. We'll put an alert on these. Do this one now. So that'll be sell question mark. That'll come to my email, and I'll let VIP members know. Euro Swiss, all the Swiss have broken down, as I previously mentioned, in the last 2 weeks. Something was going on the Swiss franc, which was really odd. We had lots of buying going on, which is really odd. But anyway, it's broken down, so we do expect the price to come up to 94.90, 95.00 before the price goes down. Don't forget that whenever I trade, I will be putting the trading ideas into the VIP room as well. New Zealand Swiss, a pullback is likely. Back up to 49.50 before it moves down. A reaction at this point is highly likely. Same with the Aussie Swiss, pullback up to the 50%. Well, we've got the 50% fib and we've got the 618. And we have an FEG at this here. So I think highly likely to pull back up into this area here and get rejected and then fall down to 51.80. My apologies if I am sounding a bit croaky, and my apologies if I'm going a bit fast. It's just that I've got a lot to go through. and there's a lot of opportunities here. Don't forget that I'll be doing videos in the VIP members room. I'll be doing coaching videos. I'll be doing end of day videos to benefit and hopefully get you on track to making a lot of money. What is this? Canadian Swiss back up to 61.10 and then falling down to 59.73 as soon as Monday, Tuesday. Pound Swiss, yes, Pound Swiss up to the 618 at 113.16. We're highly likely to see a rejection at this point and then back down to 110.64. On to the Swiss pairs now. We have an immediate sell. If price rejects it at this point on Monday morning, yes, Monday morning, 6 a.m., I'll be there. We are seeing this going on. We have a sell zone, supply zone, and we have Fibonacci retracement at the same time into the fibs, and this is exactly what we're looking for. So selling at 170.68, stop 171.64, and target 167.16. I'll let you know how we get on. A lot of these charts are very familiar. Congratulations on this move here on the New Zealand yen. Nice 248 pips. Hope you're keeping up. And we are expecting the price to rebound. Not much though. I don't think the yen's going to rebound much, to be honest. But we do have a support line, which is now a resistance line here, 85.20. And then moving back down again to 81.50. So it's a nice big number there. Similar position for the Aussie yen. Don't trade both, please. Don't trade both. The New Zealand and the Aussie yen do exactly the same thing. Congratulations on the move here. 264 pips. It could have got more, but we are expecting a pullback onto a bounce into the fibs from here up to the 618. 92.40 and then back down to 87.80. That could be a fantastic move here. Pound yen has broken down and we expect this price to come back up into the break zone. So there was the break along there. So we expect it to come back into that at 91.99, nice round number, and then fall down to 187.54. Now I just want to go into gold. Now gold on steroid software, which you should have by now, hopefully. Outside bars are fantastic, but the markets are really, really strong at the moment. We did see a reversal and we did see a change of character on the lower time frame into the late session on Friday. But what you want to do is when you see a trend like this on the gold on steroid software, you just want to go into the markets and then look for outside bars on this chart here, which is the 2 minute. Once you get the sell, just sell it. Any additional trades you can have here, see these outside bars here. See how they come outside the channel. Here. Lots of trade, and these are worth hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of pips. This is not scalping. This is hundreds and hundreds of pips. And then you had the change of character. And the reverse applies. As you get this going on, wait for the price to come outside the channel and then just buy, or sell in a downtrend. So the gold on steroids is available. The advanced pro charts are available. All the links are in the description. Have a wonderful weekend.